Rising, everyone. I hope all is well. Welcome to the Rising reading on Jupiter Day. Give y'all some time to come in. Let's see how. This is the rising reading, so I'm dressed for the rising. You see what I'm saying? Just for the rising. Literally dressed for the rising intentionally. I got my coffee over here.
When you visit Georgia Aquarium, go wherever your curiosity takes
you. That was the purpose. Like, the purpose was for us to be dressed. Like this, okay? Intentionally, like, intentionally dressed like this on purpose. Even with this little whatever I'm doing at the same time. So welcome, y'all. I am Empress A, and I'm his favorite conjure lady. Welcome to the Rising Reading. I'm excited. This is something new I'm gonna try, see how y'all like it, but listen. Wonder if you even notice me. Yeah, this is all intentional. I harbor feelings for you. I don't think y'all thoroughly understand how much I hate TikTok. I need to rewash my hair. If you even notice me. Look at this right here. Baby. Candle on. This is like so I got a couple things going, so I still have this candle going. So as you see, it's really no blockages around it. I've been lighting it every day. And I just leave it lit for like, I just leave it lit for like an hour. But when you are doing candle workings, you want to make sure that you're consistent, right? And even if you fall off like a day or two, just keep picking it back up. Okay. Because if you keep picking it back up, the spirit eventually, like, no, she gonna come back or he gonna come back. Like I know he gonna come back. They always do. So with this one, this is a job that we prayed for, job, houses, and things like that. Even though it says Trabajo and then it says alleged job, because it's green, the color green possesses like wealth, material gain, and things of that nature. So I feel like Spirit was telling me with this candle, we needed some help. And with this particular working, Spirit is saying, if you don't think that you can handle it, why would I give it to you? So in the back of someone's mind, um, in the back of the mind, something is telling you like you're telling yourself like I can't handle it, I can't handle it, I can't handle it. Or maybe that's too much, maybe that's too much, maybe that's too much. And Spirit is like, stop. If you don't think you can handle it, I'm not gonna give it to you. So Proverbs 24, 3-4. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. So with this, you have to set the intention. When you set the intention of like, I want a job, Spirit wants to know why. Why you want the job? Why you want to make that money? What you gonna do with it? And so you tell Spirit, well, I need the job so I can get my house and I can pay for my house. And then Spirit will say, okay. So, well, hey, Spirit. The popping means that there's a spirit here. So with this, you also want to, I was trying to see which verse would be best. Um, because there's so many. So we're going to do Psalm 90:17. May the favor of the Lord our God be upon us and establish the work of our hands upon us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. May the favor of the Lord our God be upon us and establish the work of our hands upon us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. May the favor of the Lord our God be upon us and establish the work of our hands. Yes, establish the work of our hands. May the favor of the Lord our God be upon us and establish the work of our hands upon us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. May the favor of the Lord our God be upon us and establish the work of our hands upon us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. May the favor of the Lord our God be upon us. Establish the work of our hands upon us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. May the favor of the Lord our God be upon us and establish the work of our hands upon us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. So you want to say it 7 times. You want to say it multiple times. If you call it, say it 3 times. Whatever it is, you want to say it. So you infuse this working. Now, like I said, this is the alleged job trabajo. But Spirit did tell me that it needs a little help because there are some blockages with people. So what I have today is cord cutting. That smells freaking amazing. And I make these and I sell these at La Emperatriz Botanica .shop. And what I'm going to do is take some witch water to boost the spell with this. We cancel out anything blocking us from achieving beautiful home ownership and high paying jobs with great work-life balance and remote access. So what we're going to do is with this candle, I'm going to hold it. Everyone that's associated with this working for the job in the home, anything that's attached to any of us, please, that's attached to us that is stopping us from accomplishing our goals or has us feeling like we don't deserve it. When I light this candle, it shall break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Walk us into our beautiful opportunities right now at this moment. Close us, move us in our homes within 30 days. That's it. All right, so that is going to be there. And hi, my name is Empress A. Again, if you were just tuning in, welcome to the Rising Reading. I'm very excited that you're here. Come in and relax. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. I am Empress A, your neighborhood's favorite conjure lady. This is a judgment-free zone. I have some of the best moderators in the world. So today I have with me High Priestess Asul, who is a spiritual librarian, and she can kind of consult with the spirits and gather information about them. About things that you need to know about the spirits. So for the Rising Talk, I do hope that y'all have y'all coffee because I got mine. Shout out to 7 Brew. And we are going to get into it. Now, a lot of what's happening, especially like with people in relationships, has been a theme. Because this first part of entering into the new year, Spirit said the focus needs to be where we dwell at in love. And where we dwell at in love has a lot to do with how we accomplish goals. Because sometimes we manifest something or we desire something or we want something that is so massive that honestly we can't handle it alone. So Spirit will put us in the position to achieve the greatness with somebody. It's kind of one of those things. It's kind of one of those things where if you're manifesting something and Spirit is like, okay, yeah, I know you want that, but I also know you don't want to do that alone. And a lot of it is we don't want to do life alone, and we're not made to do life alone. Like all of that energy of, oh, I don't need nobody. I'm cool being single. I'm cool with I'm cool with being single. I'm cool with it just being me and my kids. That's just not what your life is supposed to be. So that's why you'll see certain people acquire certain goals, but then it's like a stop, or it's like a blockage, because spirit is like, you're manifesting this. You can't handle that on your own. You need to grow that. So it's like home ownership. Home ownership is probably one of the most dirtiest games that is played, which is why it's one of those things where a lot of people are like, oh, okay, it's cool, but it ain't that big of a deal. People seem to think that this is big investment, but really, if you pay attention to it, um, and because I come from like lending, I come from like the mortgage finance industry, I can tell you that home ownership is something that no one should do alone. I never saw the goal, or I never saw the celebration in someone doing that alone. Now, if you go through the process alone, if you get there and you are in a relationship and that person just is like, hey, you got the credit, you got whatever, I got the money. Great. I've seen it hundreds of times. It works. If it's a situation where it's like you're dealing with someone, you're already in the process, and then you kind of go over into the homeowner process and your person kind of falls in place, great. I've seen it work 100 times. However, this whole thing about I'm buying a house by myself, I'm buying a house by myself, kind of eliminates the equation for things to be at ease, right? So this falls into the category of us not being real. So today when I picked the topic, he never met the real you. This is all falling into place. He never met the real you because you're not real about anything in your life. You don't even know who you are. You don't even really know your favorite color. It's a lot of women walking around like, my favorite color is pink. No, it's not. My favorite color is pink. You don't own anything pink. Everything you own is green. No, my favorite color is pink, so why don't you wear pink more? Right. So we come into the society and everything that they show us is fake. They even got people going to get plastic surgery to get fake things put inside of them to create the illusions that we get a chance, baby. Can you bring me a plate to create the illusions that this is what we're supposed to look like? You got people that's got dead fat in their bodies to make their butts bigger. I'm gonna need a ceramic one. I'm gonna put that camera on. Thank you, baby. So you got people that are getting fake teeth. Thanks, baby. People that are getting fake teeth. Fake breasts. Fake hips. Fake freckles. I have freckles all on my hands and they all over here. So nothing is real. And I want y'all to see this candle that is removing blockages. And then I want you to see what's happening here. Spirit is saying, don't you get not another degree. Somebody keep going back to school. Spirit says, stop. Stop it. It's obsessive now. So this is working. This flame is low because now the energy is like, ooh, it's redirecting. And then it'll speed up. So when it comes to love, everything we do has to be revolved around partnership now. In the age of Aquarius, the year of the snake, because what you're about, a lot of people who are chosen are now finding their partners. Or you getting back with one of your partners. And Spirit is saying that you never introduced him to the real version of you. It's some women that show out and they don't even be caring about certain stuff. But they feel like that's what the guy wants in particular, or they feel like that's what they're supposed to do because their friends are egging them on, or someone in their family is telling them like, oh, if that was me, I'd do this, I'd do that. If that was me. And so everything is fake, even down to the way that we say what we desire. Some people are like, oh no, I don't want a new car. I'm not getting no new car because I don't want a payment. But then every time you pass by, the dealership, you looking over there like, and Spirit like, you do want one of those. You want one of those cars. Yes, you do. And it's like, oh, I don't want no payment. You don't even care about having no payment. The real fear is that you feel like you can't afford it. You feel like you're going to get it repossessed. But you're not even trusting. You don't believe that you have the discipline to manifest and to get everything that you want and to maintain it. So what you're doing is you're sitting over there like, oh, well, I don't want no car payment. Shit. I want a nice car. I deserve a nice car, and I like luxury. Now, there's an Empress here. We're talking about Empress energy if you're an Empress. Taurus and Libra is very important. And when the Empress shows up, this is a woman who is becoming very abundant, right? And a part of you has always been abundant. Like, it's women that feel like if a man is not paying for something or not giving them something, that is not, the man is not worthy. He not worthy of your time. You shouldn't be talking to him. So you don't even be needing his help, but you act like, woe is me. Oh, I'm just going through so much, so a man can start buying you stuff and gifting you stuff. And that's not even the real version of who you are. You actually are well established and you actually are in a position to handle your business. Again, you introduce him to a fake version of yourself. So there's an Empress here who is very abundant, who creates. She's very creative. And the thing is, this Empress has been sneaking around and being deceitful by pretending that she's just a Queen of Wands. Now, if you look at the Empress and the Queen of Wands, these are two different energies. This energy is bigger than this energy. So there's an Empress that's in hiding and she's disguising herself as a Queen of Wands. Somebody who is watered down, somebody who is like, oh, yeah, she pretends to be like hella busy, but it's like, girl, stuff just attracts you. You just get stuff. And you know what's crazy is she's doing this for this King of Pentacles. And this King of Pentacles is noticing a lot about this particular Empress. And this King of Pentacles is like, man, this girl is just like, she's just magical. But some of you feminines, you're scared to be passionate. You're scared to show emotion. You're scared to say, hey, this is who I am. This is my bold energy. This makes me uncomfortable. I whine a lot. I'm spoiled. This is who I am. And because you're scared to do that, it leaves you in a position that you're so relaxed until he does that final thing, and then you flip out because that's really who you are. And it's really not you flipping out, it's more so you are expressing yourself. But because you've never done it before, because you were trying to play it cool, when you do show out, now fella is like, you doing too much. What's wrong with you? This ain't you. No, actually, this is me. But had you had shown him that was you 2 years ago, he would have already knew. Now, this King of Pentacles is having a reality check, and he's seeing some truth about who you are. And the truth is that you're really a leader, and you're really someone that's in charge, and you're really a boss. And he's having to really accept who you are. However, you need to accept who you are. Like I said, ladies, don't go around here pretending like you ain't got it together, pretending like your shit ain't in order, all because you want somebody to help you. You'll get more help from the universe and your spirit council than you will ever your man. And the reason why men keep dogging you out is because you pretend. Now, there is some celebration that is coming. And he sees you as this big shining star. And he knows that you're highly favored because you just really be chilling and coasting, and things just automatically work out for you. And he's kind of sitting back watching you, and he knows something is up. So some of y'all's guys won't fully commit because they don't really know you. They're getting a download that something about you is not what you say it is, or that you're playing something down. And it's kind of like, well, if you can't be real with me, I'm not going to be real with you. This is definitely causing conflict in this connection. Because a lot of you feel like you have to even pretend like you're bothered by certain things, and you're not. And Spirit is saying, introduce him to the real version of you if it's not too late. Show him who you really are. Show this man like, hey, this is who I am. Like, let him know your fears. Be transparent, be vulnerable, and you will see a much different result than what you have been seeing from him. But you feel like and some of you feel like you're stupid for still dealing with somebody. So what you in turn do is, oh yeah, I cussed him out, da 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 da. He ain't finna run over me, because you feel like that's what everybody else saying, but nobody else is saying it. Everybody else is just saying, I wish their hair would get back together, because they both done got on my damn nerves. So it's like, be you. Introduce him to the version of you that you truthfully are, so he can know what he's getting. Because what we don't realize is when we do shit like that, it backfires. When we do the stuff where it's like, oh, well, I didn't want him to know I was going through this. I didn't want him to know that I was doing this and doing that. Why not? That's who you are. No, I told him that I was going over my mama's house. I really was going to brunch. Why you lie about that? Because I don't want him to think that I'm one of them women that be outside all the time. You do be outside all the time. Who gives a shit? So, who gives a shit? That's just who you are. That's exactly who you are. There's no other way around it. You like to turn up. You are a fun girl, but you handle business too. Why do you hide certain things about you? That's just like the whole looking on, driving yourself insane. Feeling like you have to say something about everything. No, you do not have to say something about everything. No, you don't. You don't have to say something about everything, but you feel like that's what you're supposed to do because someone put that in your head. No. If this dude don't call you back in an hour and that really doesn't bother you, and someone say, have you talked to such and such? Oh, I called him at 8:35. I ain't even talked to him. What he been doing for an hour? Nothing. Working, sleep, in the middle of a conversation, handling business. I don't fucking know. But y'all will literally, and women, we are guilty of it, we'll literally go, Oh, so it's been an hour, you ain't texting. That's not even who you are, because you didn't even give a shit. You didn't care. And in other instances, you do care. But that's okay. But the version of you that you've been introducing this man to is not real. And then when they go with someone that's you feel like they're chaotic, and they like keep going back to that person or dealing with that person, and you like, well, why do they do? No, because that's that person's being their true authentic self. They don't know what they're getting from you. They don't. So as of right now, Spirit is telling you to really be you. Be yourself. Be who you are. Okay? Be authentically yourself. And Spirit is telling you to ground more, because you're kind of all over the place with looking for yourself, and Spirit wants you to know that you need to really just find your purpose. And sit in your delusions. Be delusional. And by being delusional, you're able to surrender, look at things from a different perspective, and unalive anything that's connected to you that you have been holding on to. Because you deserve love, but you have to get love when you're real. This is no longer that time where we can pretend what type of love we want, smile for the camera, then we hate the person we lay down with. No. No. No, no, no. Not happening. Spirit like, hell no. No. So, introduce people to the real version of you, and it will get you quicker results to new beginnings that you want. But y'all, I am Empress Anne. Thank y'all for joining me for the Rise and Reading. I truthfully love y'all. And it's your girl. I am out.